Valley Maniacs, Pocket Dimension is back tonight. Are your disabled characters ready? And is it worth building them up? Are the rewards good enough? Also, the rewards, they just keep on coming for this 4-year anniversary event. And is it possible? We actually have a player-friendly event going on right now in Marvel Strike Force. We're gonna discuss that and the rest of your questions from the mailbag guys. And if you're ready for that, you know what to do. Keep my red stars out of your mouth.
ValleyFlyin.
Valley Maniacs, happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're ready for Pocket Dimension coming tonight. We're gonna take a look at the rewards. We're gonna take a look at the best disciple characters for this event. Also, some pretty good rewards for this 4-year anniversary event. We're reviewing this event. We're reviewing all of your questions from the Mailbag channel on Discord, guys. But before we get to all that, I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. Global PvP, massive boss battles on over 600 champions to collect. You know I'm talking about, the awesome free-to-play RPG, Raid Shadow Legends. Now everyone loves elves, and fortunately Raid has plenty of them, but my personal favorite are the Dark Elves. There's so many cool ones like Rule the Huntmaster, Queen Ava, and Ryan the Conjurer. And if you want to check out the Dark Elf faction, it is the best time to get started in Raid. And if you click on my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, you'll get some unique bonuses. We're talking the free Epic Champion Aina, an energy refill, 1 experience boost, 200,000 silver, and an ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. All of your bonuses, they'll be waiting for you right here, but it's only available for the next 30 days and only for new players, so download Raid today. Yes, and once again, big shout out to the folks over at Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. They've been sponsoring this channel for a while, and if you want to check out their game and get all those free bonuses, make sure you leave the link in the description. But it is now time to talk about some of the free bonuses that we're getting in Marvel Strike Force for their 4-year anniversary. We made a video about this on Friday about the entire scoring for this event, but right before we started recording this video, we got this in our inbox, some pretty good rewards. We knew this would be coming sometime during this event. We weren't sure what exactly would be in this in-game message, but I gotta say, this is some pretty good stuff. 400 power cores, 4 million gold, 45 Kestrel shards, 440 of the superior basic catalyst part, and then you got this. This is a spider's egg orb fragment. Well, with this orb, what you're gonna get is a full 5-star elite orb, a red star orb. So you can get a 5-star character. Hopefully it's someone good. They didn't take the minions out of the 5s. They took it out of 6 and 7. So you still could get a minion, but it's free stuff. And I gotta say, this entire event is pretty good. There's not a lot that you have to do outside of blitzing. And you can tie that costume to this event. And if you want to get the costume, you would have to purchase the orb, and I'm talking about the Black Bolt costume. You would have to purchase the orb for $5, which is a pretty good value for the amount of shards that you're getting for some newer characters. Minimum 40 shards of the newer Web Warriors or the newer Dark Hunters, so that is pretty good. And then a potential 40 more of those characters as well. But I think it's a pretty good deal. Outside of that, $5 and then a bunch of blitzing. Most of the stuff that we're getting here is for free, just the stuff that we're doing on a daily basis. So I think it's a very good event. Let me know your thoughts though. And you could kind of tie the orb, that $5 orb that you could buy. You could tie that to those shards of the Web Warriors and Dark Hunters and that costume. It's kind of a cool marketing way that they describe this event, but I think it's good. Let me know your thoughts on this event. Let me know if this is what you want to see done in the future. The store could use a little work, honestly, now that I think about it. But outside of that, everything else is pretty good. It's free stuff there. So that is it. I think it's good. But let's move on to your questions from Mailbag. It is Mailbag Monday after all. So let's get to it, guys. Boom. First question of the week. I'm seeing a lot of red star orbs, 4s and 5s. Who in the Darkhold would you say are the 2 best characters to get high red stars on? All right, so I talked about this a little bit in my Doctor Strange orb opening, and one of the reasons I was so disappointed because I think he is one of the better characters to get red stars on. I think he is, outside of Morgan Le Fay being the legendary character, obviously she is probably the best, but outside of that, I think Doctor Strange is the second best. Agatha has a really, really good kit, but Doctor Strange is a blaster, needs those damage stats, so more red stars on him is gonna help. Agatha has a really good kit, but a lot of it is based on her kit herself. So the kit itself. So Doctor Strange and Morgan Le Fay are my two choices for that. Those are who I think on this Darkhold team would need the highest red stars. All right, Valley. I'm wondering if you have any idea when the Pestilence event will reoccur, since Morgan is a legendary. Her event has to come back around so we get higher red stars on her than before. Oh, not red stars, just normal stars. All right. Usually it's about three to 6 months. They brought the legendary back for the second iteration. So we're in March now, almost April. So the timing of that seems about July maybe. So I'm going to say July. But I don't know. They haven't said anything officially. They haven't said anything that I've heard unofficially. There has been no chatter about that in Envoy chat. And even if there was, I wouldn't be able to share it. But yeah, so that's just a guess. Let me know your guesses though. But I think that timing is around when they usually do these type of events for the second time. Hey, Valley, could you go through the Disciple characters? I believe this is the correct tag for the upcoming Pocket Dimension. Yes, that is the main things that we're going to do. One of the main things we're doing in this video. Before we get there, though, I do want to talk about these rewards, because that was one of the big questions. We didn't see all the rewards. We did get to see what we're getting in the blog post on Friday. So let's go take a look at the rewards for this second iteration of the Pocket Dimension. Now, what was data mined on MSF.gg? It looks like for those per node rewards, it's not going to be a newer character like a Agatha Harkness or a Madeline Pryor. It's going to be an older character, Symbiote Spider-Man, which is unfortunate because he's kind of out of the meta right there. But in addition to those things and all the rewards that we're getting per node, we're still getting some pretty good first and second time rewards. And I could be wrong, but these seem almost exactly what we got for the first and second time rewards for the first Pocket Dimension. Now, the character was a little different. We got Scarlet Spider shards, but these seem the same. So we're getting 6 fully crafted Gear 15 pieces, 3 fully crafted Gear 16 pieces, so that is good. That's a third of the first time. We're getting 175 silver and promo credits, random pieces. It could be Gear 15, Gear 16, it could be whatever. Hopefully it's a lot of teal pieces in this for the first time rewards. 1250 though, total. And then second time reward, your timed run, you're gonna get the same 6 fully crafted Gear 15 pieces, 3 fully crafted Gear 16 pieces. So yeah, 12 total Gear 15, 6 total Gear 16. So really good rewards here if you were able to get through this. Now, the big problem with this, like we're going to discuss in just a little bit, is this Disciple tag. You're also getting gold promo credits and these random gear pieces mixed between superior and augmented. But let's take a look at all these characters. Now, this Disciple tag is not as good as the Resolute tag. With that Resolute tag, I don't know if you remember them, but we had some good characters, including Omega Red and including Cersei of the Eternals. This Disciple tag just not as good as the other ones. So let's take a look at some of these characters. Now, who am I thinking of taking in? Probably gonna use these guys that I have them. Iceman is built up, so probably gonna take him. Black Bolt is built up, probably gonna take him. Nick Fury is there, so either gonna take him or Night Nurse for that sustained healing so that we don't die on each of these nodes. Yo-Yo is probably going to be there as well. And then maybe either Scarlet Witch, because I'm probably going to build her for the Darkhold team, or Doctor Strange Heartless, or somebody else. I think I'm going to go with Black Bolt, Iceman, Nick Fury, maybe Night Nurse, and then Yo-Yo. You're getting that sustained, and then if that doesn't work, maybe bringing in Black Widow. And then I don't feel bad about putting a lot of resources in Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange. So that is who I would build up. Some of these other characters that are not really built up, like Ultimus, Korath, just a waste of the characters. But yeah, that's who I'm thinking of taking in. Let me know who you're thinking of taking in. Now, before we talk about the characters, who is best to take in, we got to look at the nodes. And that has been available on MSF.gg for a while. These seem a lot easier than we had for the Resolute tag. So if we look at some of these enemies here, the biggest enemy that we have here is this Ultron with a 127k total power right there. And if we look at his dodge rate, if you remember the first iteration of that Pocket Dimension, crazy dodge rate, now it's a normal dodge rate. So this doesn't look as difficult. This is the final boss. This is the most difficult boss in that node. And if we look at some of the rewards, like I said, it's gonna be Symbiote Spider-Man shards that they're giving out. Oh, it used to be Symbiote Spider-Man. Oh, there it is, okay. It is. I thought they took it out. I thought they changed it. It's still there. There we go. Symbiote Spider-Man, certain missions, not all the missions. just certain ones. It's not like the first Dark Dimension or the first Pocket Dimension where we're getting a few symbiote Spider-Man shards every, not symbiote, Scarlet Spider-Man shards every single node. We're getting symbiote Spider-Man on certain nodes, but decent rewards for this as well. So I think it is worth building up these characters, but like with most of your investments, try to invest in characters that you're gonna be using later on, maybe with future use, like potentially the Dark Hunters or the Dark Hold characters, or even the Axeman. There's not a lot of waste in building up Iceman there. So that's what I'd recommend. Let me know who you think of taking in, and let me know what you think of these rewards, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I pulled my first 7 red star orb today, and I got M'Baku, which I already had at 6 stars. Can I get a pity the fool who don't have M'Baku? I pity the fool that does have M'Baku at more than 5 red stars. But the good thing, brother, you didn't spend any silver to go promotion credits. This is something that you pulled. Unfortunately, it's a 7 red stars, so that's not great. But I guess he wasn't a minion. Yeah, I think things could be worse, right? It's definitely not one of the best scenarios, but it could be worse. I don't know. All right. Yeah, good. Hopefully this means that you're gonna get something good in the future, because, or maybe when Black Panther 2 comes out, maybe M'Baku is gonna get a rework. I'm crossing my fingers for that. Same thing with Okoye as well. All right, hey Valley. Since the start of spring is sending you good vibes. We need those good vibes. The start of spring is here. That being said, is it me, or did the gear orbs in the ultimate section get boosted? It seems to me there's a lot of more pieces given per orb, and I'm trying to bring attention to this to the community since I know the Gear 14 crunch is real. Please discuss and keep on smashing. Well, I don't know. I don't really go to the ultimate store because I've always thought the value is pretty bad, even for a lot of this stuff. But let's go in there. Like I said, I hadn't paid attention to these prices before, so maybe it's a little better. It's all purple stuff though. Some of these orbs, these catalyst orbs, we're getting some of this stuff. I don't know if it's gotten better here as well. I don't know if the prices got reduced. I don't know if they're always 10K, but let me know in the comments, guys. This is one I'm not aware of. Normally what I'm doing, because the conversion rate is so bad, I'm just buying these ultimate orbs and hoping that I get good shards. And most of the time it's crap, but that's what I'm doing. But if this went down significantly in price, maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I think it still might be worth it to get the ultimate orbs and hopefully getting lucky with them. But this entire store, this entire system is trash. It needs to be refixed. Not as bad as the Red Star system, but this needs to be fixed as well. It's Ultimate's not a good prize. All right, next question though. Valley started watching you and MG on Twitch and apologize for my ignorance. I hope he can help me out, but explaining what the hype train is and subs and other things like that are. I tossed some funds to you guys, but I'm not really actually sure how or what I should be doing. Thanks. All right, so hype train is something that Twitch does. So basically, you could set it up. I think the default is when you get 3 donations in a certain time period. I kept in mind at the default, but obviously you could make it whatever you want. But if you get that starts a hype train for 5 minutes, and anybody that streams could do what they want with it. I saw what OMG did. I think it's fun, so I like, all right, let me do something like that. I don't know. When the hype train goes off, I try to make it fun. I try to make it a fun experience. Subs, they give a little money to the streamer. The platform Twitch takes a little bit of it. I think donations, the streamer that you're wanting to donate gets a little higher portion of that. So those are the things. But it's all fun. It's all for fun for the content, guys. We do the content because I do the content anyway because it's fun. The YouTube stuff is a little different, but the Twitch is all for fun anyways. And I hope it's a good, entertaining, and educational stream for all you guys, and just try to add as much as I can to make it entertaining. All right, but that is it. It's just all fun stuff, brother. I took my Web Warriors alt Gear 14, have the 450K. I want to know if they could get through Doom 2 bio just fine. I think my 700K symbiote struggled in that first node because Black Bolt is always either getting to my Scream or Carnage. So I would like to know your thoughts before I take, if I should take my Web Warriors higher. All right, so when we were, I think it was Doom 1, when the Web Warriors first came out, they were probably about 500 or 600, and I was fully autoing. Now they're almost 800 in Doom 2.3, fully autoing even the boss node. So they are much better than the symbiotes. They're much better than the symbiotes. What will they be able to do at 450K on Doom 2? And I'm assuming you mean Doom 2.0. they probably can get through it. You might have to do it manual. I don't know if they can auto it at that point, but yeah, you're very safe putting your resources in them. Even if you had those symbiotes. I don't use the symbiotes anymore. My symbiotes were one of my strongest overall teams. So yeah, that's it's bio as web warriors now, not the symbiotes. You can kind of forget about putting a lot of investment in symbiotes at this point. What do you think about Madeline and DD5? She needs 36 T16 mini uniques and ability to block unsupporter. She is good. Again, she's a war defense character. I want to focus in DD5 on characters that I'm going to use later on. So maybe using them in arena, using them in raids. Not necessarily on war defense, but your valuation of these war defense characters may be different than mine. You may be in a harder core war alliance than I'm in. So she might be more valuable to you after Dark Dimension. And if that is the case, even with this low cost, I would say yes, do it. Now, if you're not a hardcore war alliance, war doesn't mean anything to you. I don't know if she has a lot of value outside of war defense on the Marauders. So you probably could skip it. I don't think Dormammu is a character that you really need to rush for. So you probably could skip it. I know with the astral energy, that's not a lot of characters take that. You got Phoenix and Silver Surfer, and there may be a couple that I'm forgetting, but there's not a lot of characters that really use that. So I think you're fine investing in her as long as you're going to use her later. So that'll be my big asterisk on that answer. All right. Hey, Valley, greetings from central Minnesota. Oh, the home of the governor. All right, with the release of the new characters under 4 stars and little nor no access to shards after their events are over. All right, I can't do that. These characters, their teams can't be used in Red Star Blitz. That is true. I forgot about that, and I don't really notice that until Sunday. They're shifting these amount of shards, the gold shards that we get per character, and honestly, I think they went back. They forgot to go back and remove this requirement. I think it was kind of important back in the day, especially when we were getting more shards. But now that we're getting less shards, and it doesn't even look like we need a specific team to unlock legendary characters now with these new Scourge events, and only certain parts of it requiring certain teams. So we might not even need all these stars on our characters, except for this Red Star Blitz. As a veteran player that spends on occasion, to play, is this becoming a problem for me? I can't imagine it if struggle free to play are going through the 4-star requirement of Red Star Blitz needs to be addressed by Scopely Boundless or removed altogether. 2 questions. How do you work around the issue? I just don't use the team. I have less teams sometimes, and I use that team in the Orb Blitz. That's pretty much what I do. So if let's say, what is the new team now? The Dark Hunters. Let's say my Morbius was not 4-star. Well, I just wouldn't use the Dark Hunter team in the Red Star Blitz and use that in the Orb Blitz, because I want Red Stars, I want orbs, I want both of those things. And I just move those over to the other blitz because I'm trying to get a good score in both of those. So that's what I do. Does Drew have any superpowers? Origin tag. I don't know. We'll have to ask him. We'll have to ask him next time. He seems to be very good at making frothies disappear, so that may be a superpower. I don't know if this is a very useful superpower, but I think that is a superpower. That's it though. Yeah, I think honestly, brother, Scopely just forgot to remove those requirements. The way I work around it, just going to the premium or blitz that's running simultaneous to this. Hey Valley, do you think they added Wong as a non-MCU version so they can sell us the Wong that everybody wants? That sounds very Scopely like, right? So that could be the case. That could be the scenario. One thing that they did say that we went to the offices, they said, sometimes these characters, we can make them look exactly like they do in the MCU. Sometimes we're not able to. So I'm not sure if that's per movie or individual actor needs to sign a contract and let their likeness be used, but I don't know, it could be something simple as Benedict Wong didn't sign a likeness agreement to let his likeness be used in other video games, or he didn't sign it specifically for Marvel Strike Force. It could be something simple like that, or it could be something that is planned well ahead. I know planning, Scopely doesn't always go together, but they could have planned this ahead to sell us the costume when Wong is out, because yeah, most people, including myself, are familiar with the Wong of the MCU, not the Wong of the comics. So could be a tinfoil hat theory. Could be something just, they didn't get the rights to it. All right. What is up, brother? This is your Poke Pal from Houston. I have a DD5 question. I'm finally at the point where I can start lining up peeps and like your opinion. Cloak and Dagger feel like locks. Shang-Chi. Web Wars between Ghost Spider, Miles, OG Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider. Then there's always Symbiote Spider-Man. Which spiders would you recommend? All right, so go Ghost Spider because she needs the alien spores, and the rest of the Web Warriors don't need that. I went with Scarlet Spider. He needs the Oz, and I would probably use Oz on one of these other characters. Miles, Punk would probably be a really good choice. I'd probably use them on that before any of the old symbiotes, especially Symbiote Spider-Man. Cloak and Dagger, they're very good characters. I thought there were locks as well, but there's a lot of good Mystic characters, especially in Cosmic. There's some in Global, so you might want to save your Mystic gear on either Cloak or Dagger, maybe both of them for the second run. I think those are characters that you do need to gear 16 at some point. You might not want to rush because, like I said, the Dormammu doesn't seem like he's, yes, I got to rush to get this character. He's going to change my game. He doesn't seem like Ultron, so you could wait. I think Shang-Chi is a very good lock. I think he does a lot, especially in the skill section of Doom. And of course, if you want to annoy your opponents in war defense, he's a part of that Heroes for Hire as well. So I think Shang-Chi is very good. I think Ghost Spider is very good. I think Scarlet Spider is a good choice if you have that Oz. And then maybe either Cloak or Dagger, or you could skip them entirely and save your Mystic for someone else. I think you definitely want to do these guys down the road. It's a lot of who you're gonna take in isn't about planning. It's about RNG, about what unique pieces you're gonna have pop up in your store that you're gonna be able to purchase, or what you're gonna get from these pocket dimensions, what fully crafted pieces you're gonna get. That's what I think a lot of this is about. So with all the planning and all the good stuff that I did in the beginning, that kind of went out the window as I'm not getting the Oz and not getting this stuff. So I'm kind of waiting on City right now. But those are good choices. Shang-Chi's a good choice. He'll give you some value. Ghost Spider's a good choice. And then I guess let's see whatever pops up in your store. But don't do symbiotes. Don't do any of the older teams like that because they're gonna have no value. Hey, Valley from India, how are you, brother? Say hi to 2 little angels for me. Oh, thank you, brother. They're at school right now, but as soon as I get back, I will. All right, sorry. Thanks for the huge wall of text. Oh my goodness, this is a wall of text, brother. All right, we'll get through it though. I started close to DD5 close to a month ago. At that time, I ranked around 2,700 to 2,800. My first 5 Gear 16 tunes were 2 Eternals, Kestrel, and 2 Web Warriors. That's strong. You got the 2 Eternals in there. Earlier, I was about to use Cloak and Dagger, Shang-Chi, 2 Spiders. That's who my plan ended up wanting to be. It didn't really go like that though. I'm sort of shifting away from Dagger right now. And I think I chose Cloak over Dagger because at the time Cloak was farmable, Dagger wasn't. Dagger's still not farmable, but it looks like it's gonna be farmable. Probably not this Wednesday, probably next Wednesday though. Earlier I was using Shang-Chi, Cloak, Dagger, 2 Spiders, Ghost, and Scarlet. That's probably the ideal, giving you a mix of mixing up some of the origins, and then also, giving you value that you're gonna use down the road as well, not really wasting that. Doom is very good. The 3 Secret Avengers are very good. Lady Deathstrike is good for war offense, and probably that tech team until we get a real, on a tech node, until we get a tech solution. She's not a tech solution. For Cosmic, 2 Eternals, Kestrel, Diamond Dallas Page, and T'Challa. Those are all good. These are all good. Omega Red, Infinity, Invisible Woman, excuse me, Jubilee, Doc Ock, and Black Bolt. All those are good choices. Now, after knowing about Morgana's event, plus the new Mystic team, thanks to the rate of gear we are getting, I told myself, DD5. I made some major changes to my lineup in DD5, and I'm bringing tunes I feel gonna be meta in now and in the future. That is, I think, the way you should go for these Dark Dimensions, unless it's a character like Ultron that you're gonna rush for. Dormammu doesn't seem like a character that we need to rush for, so you could choose the characters that are gonna benefit you down the road. I'm bringing the tunes I feel gonna be meta now in the future. So, I'm going to sit at DD5 City Gates until June 2022. For the optimum characters, I spend max $3 to $5 per month, so whaling is not an option. Hey, I'm with you, brother. I spend a little more than that per month, but I'm probably gonna get there later. I'm waiting for the correct city characters rather than just trying to get in there. I think I could get in right now with like a symbiote or something, but I'm waiting. I don't want to put that stuff on the symbiotes. My current DD5 rank is 4,000, below tunes marked with that in Gear 16. All right, now Shang-Chi, some spiders like Scarlet, Ghost. I think Spider, Scarlet, Punk, Ghost are really, really good choices. There's 2 characters that need Oz. 1 character that needs alien sports. Shang-Chi needs something totally different. I think he needs the same thing that Sabretooth does. And OG Spider-Man's. The good thing about OG Spider-Man might not give you a lot of value, but he is going to be a raid character that you're using all the time. And I think he's pretty cheap as well. So good choices there. 3 Secret Avengers. They're not cheap, but you're going to get a lot of use out of them. So I think that's still the way to go. They use some different uniques as well. So it's not like this, like the Web Warriors that you're getting all the same ones. 4th and 5th tunes would be tunes from Darkhold or the new Tech Raid team. Hopefully Scopely release them for May. That's actually a good plan. You're not in City yet. Save your resources because we may be getting other characters that are even better in Dark Dimension 5. So this is a good plan right there for Global. The Secret Avengers and then another one, the 4th and 5th, depending on who we get coming out. 2 Eternals. I don't think they're going away for a while. Kestrel, very, very good. The new Doctor Strange and 5th from either a new raid tech team or T'Challa. Those can be good. I like the Eternals. I like Kestrel. And I guess if you have the resources and then plan on using whoever are your 4th and 5th, that's good choices there. Legendary, Omega Red, Morgana, rest on the side when I reach. That's a good choice as well. The chill gear is so scarce. You gotta wait on this. You cannot put something wrong and then like, oh shoot, I'm gonna get more later. Let's just build up this other character. No, it's so scarce that you gotta be like, I'm gonna do this one or that one. Hopefully I make the right choice. All right, so yeah, good question. All right. What is your take on this? I like it. I like that you're adjusting and pivoting because I think based on RNG, that's what a lot of players have to do. You know, Scopely, they're taking our agency out of our roster with red stars, with this gear that never pops up in the store. I mean, even if you're spending a lot, you got no guarantee that that gear is going to pop up. So they're removing agency from our roster, and I don't think I like that, but I don't know. Maybe they'll do some other things down the road. Do you think it's best to wait and take these tunes up or just pick whatever we can and try to unlock Dormammu ASAP? Nah, Dormammu's not that good to unlock ASAP. He might help you a little bit in Arena, but he's not someone that's ASAP that's going to fully change everything. So I think you're on the right path there, brother. All right, Valley, I hope all is well with you. Question about the Dark Hunters. I thought they were supposed to counter the dirty Heroes for Hire. So did I. That was what Scopely said in our Envoy call. That was the footage they showed us, but that's not what I'm hearing from people that actually have the Dark Hunters and trying to battle the Heroes for Hire. Now, I did try them. It was a punch up. It didn't work. I wasn't that disappointed because they were built to be like a B tier raid team. So not Weapon X, but just a tier below them. They were supposed to beat Heroes for Hire, but struggle with Young Avengers. That is what we were told. I don't know if that is the case, though. I battled a 275k Heroes for Hire with my 310k Dark Hunters, so you were punching down, not punching up like I was, and got smoked. I tried Dark Hunters with OG Doctor Strange, got spanked. Tried them with Dark Hunters with Mordo, got spanked again. Does this Dark Hunter team require a lot of T4s to work? It may. I'm not sure what T4s you have in there. There's some that I think are pretty important, but also the focus is important. So one of the things about Morbius that people were saying is he needs to have that extra focus from that skirmisher tag. He needs to be level 5 ISO 8 green to get that extra focus, but I'm hearing that if he doesn't have that focus, he doesn't land all the blinds and the team doesn't work as well. So you may need to build them up and then they can start to punch. Maybe at 300k, they're just a little too low. Maybe they don't have the proper T4s to work. I'll go in right now and show you the T4s that I have on my Dark Hunters. Not that this is the best thing to do with all your characters or anything, but this is what I did. Hopefully this helps you. But like I said, you know, this may not be a good example because even in my one battle against the Heroes for Hire, they did not win. But these are the good. I think eventually you're going to want to do all of Morbius's T4s. He's a pretty T4 defendant character. I done them all because I got a lot of extra T4s. Ghost Rider doesn't have a lot of great ones. I think one of the best ones that he has is his passive. His ultimate is also pretty good. His special is also pretty good. I don't know if a lot of them are necessary though besides his passive, but he's got some pretty good ones. Elsa Bloodstone, she's got a really, really good passive. She's got a decent special, a decent ult. All I did was the ult though. I think you get away with just doing her pass. I think Dr. Vood is another character that you probably want to do all. This is probably one I'm going to do eventually. I don't like that this long. Actually, we'll do this right now. We got a lot of T4s here. Let's do this one right now. I think this is important for that team. Oh, it looks like we froze. There we go. It's just very slow. All right. So Dr. Voodoo, I think you want to get all on him. And then that's it. Mordo, you can or not. I don't know if he's going to end up on this team permanently as this is a temporary home for him and then we're going to get a 5th. Like it was rumored, maybe Blade, maybe Werewolf by Night. That leaves more to homeless. So maybe you want to wait on that. But that is all I got right now, guys. Those are the T4s I got on my Dark Hunters. Those are the characters I'm taking into Pocket Dimension tonight. Hopefully you have a very good run. Let me know how you do. Hopefully it is easier. At least the stats on msf.gg make it look a lot easier. And let me know what you're doing with this Celebration Incantation event. Yes, how good are your rewards? Hopefully you have a great day. If you want to leave a question for an upcoming episode of the Monday Mailbag, make sure you join Discord. The link is down below. If you want to check out some of the sponsors of this video, especially Raid Shadowlands, the link for that is down below as well. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great week. Hopefully Pocket Dimension treats you well. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the Valley Club in the Morning live stream. Give me that hug fist bump before you go. Have a great rest of your day. ValleyFlyin out.